Okay, all right. So we're back, y'all. We're back. Part three. Another week, and this is gonna be our final week, right? Talking about this shit, right? We're into the poly relationships again, y'all. So y'all go ahead and log on in, tune in with us, and we're about to get into it about what the hell's really the fuck going on. So number one, let's do a recap of the last 2 weeks, right? The last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks.
So the last 2 weeks we've been talking about all the different kind of poly relationships that have been going on.
Been asking questions. We've gotten some answers.
A few.
Mm-hmm.
A few answers.
We had Miss Too Much last week try to explain some differences in it.
So we're gonna get into the rest of it because there's a whole bunch of different kind of poly relationships that they're telling us about. That it depends on whether you consider them your wives, whether y'all living together, not living together, of how you would go ahead and I guess define that, right?
Yep. Who's the top bitch? Who's the bottom bitch? I'm sorry. Wrong episode.
Ah! All right, y'all. Excuse us for a second while we're trying to do a couple of last minute research things.
Well, we did find out that the wife or the main one is the one who.
Wait, before we get to that, who are we talking about?
Miss Too Much told us that.
Okay, that the wife is the one that makes the decisions.
Mm-hmm. That makes the decisions on how everything is supposed to go.
Right. So she decides the rules.
And she's the one who picks the female as well, right?
Right.
Right.
The main woman, the wife, decides on what other female they're going to bring into the relationship and exactly how they're going to do that. And then she sets the rules. As we were talking about a couple weeks ago, we were like, listen, man, you can't do the same shit that I do. What will you accept and what will you not accept?
There's got to be a mutual understanding between everyone.
Is there kissing and hugging and what is actually allowed and not allowed? Who gets what kind of treatment? That's the question. And the answers have come about this much for our understanding. So we're going to ask the question again. Does everybody get the same treatment?
So, oh shit, scared the shit out of me.
What the hell? What happened?
I had something by the window and the window's open and it just fell. So it must be, and my fan is on, my ceiling fan, so I just blew it off.
So, polygamy, polyamorous, all the other shit they fucking call it, they do what they do. Well, one of the things they were talking about last week with one of our viewers that tuned in was Gerald Stoudemire just tuned in talking about how
he also
knows a few people that are in this lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. And he gave us a few names.
Okay, I hear you talking about flicking can't get the same because everyone are individuals. But yeah, I get it. Everybody's individuals, but your main, your wife, the one that you married at first, are you giving the other ones the same treatment that you're giving your wife, your main one? That's the question right there that we want to freaking know. Like, what the hell? F individual type of shit. Are we tongue kissing? Are we flicking, sleeping with them every night? Are we all that shit? That's what's being asked and what we want to freaking know.
It's probably in everybody's household, I guess you want to say it. I guess it's probably different. You know, it probably go different. Probably somebody will go ahead and say, yeah. So you can get the same because everyone are individuals. Can't get the same because everyone are individuals. So yeah, I agree. So, he says define treatment. She just did. Tongue kissing.
I just did. I totally just did.
All that, like the same treatment as you would give your wife.
Are you fucking everybody raw in your fucking household? Or does your wife just get fucked raw? Or do all the bitches get fucked raw?
That's what I'm saying. So it's got to be probably different. Everybody's probably going to have different answers because it's going to be different for everybody. Some may say, yeah, we do it all together, you know, and then some may say, oh, nah, we don't do it all together. Nah, I get the world treatment or whatever it may be, you know.
The thing is that we had somebody come back and like drop some names to us about the different people that are involved in this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the names that came up that they want us to go into was Nature Boy. They wanted us to really get into that about, oh, well, you know, Nature Boy got like 5 wives and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
But you see where he at. But that Nature Boy is on a whole different, I mean, I don't know. That right there is crazy.
Nature Boy in jail right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's in jail right now.
Again.
Are y'all trying to go down that same line and be on that same path where you're about to be locked up for doing some stupid shit? In my opinion, kind of stupid shit. But once again, y'all, I'm allegedly on the line, so I don't know.
We don't know what went down.
You have 5 wives living in the same home. First of all, can you take care of all of them?
Well, that's the main thing. You can't, to me, you can't invite somebody into your relationship if you're not financially stable, then can't take care of the other person as well. You know what I mean? So, I mean, even though they got to bring in their weight, but still, you're a man and you want the cake, you want it all. So
you want to be king, right? You want to be God, right?
King of his castle.
How can you be king if somebody else is taking care of you?
Right. You can't be that. You're not a king.
Are you sitting at home while they all go out there and work and bring the money in? Is that what the fuck you're doing?
That's called something else.
It sounds like pimping to me. So I feel like there's a whole fucking like, you know, line right there that's very easily to be crossed. It's like, are we doing a polygamy relationship? Are we doing a cult? Are we doing some pimping? What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we really doing?
Well, like, what's his name? Right, what was his name? Joe Stoudemire. He said he knows a few people that are in that type of relationship, and it's going good for them. You know, so it works out for some, and it may not work out for some. You know what I mean? Just like regular relationships.
I mean, it's like, okay, so like with Nature Boy, he has them girls there, but he also has guys there too.
Nature Boy is doing some wild stuff.
Girl, ain't it though?
He doing some wild stuff. Y'all don't know who he is? Go YouTube him.
Yes. Look him the fuck up.
Yeah.
Look him the fuck up.
It says Nature Boy 3 God has manifested his own reality with supporting cast that follow his understanding of being. Well, once again, there's going to be some people that support it, and there's going to be other people that don't support it. First of all, what he's doing is, yeah, he's got people that support him, you know, and all that, but his shit is crazy. His is not just the poly life. He got some other crazy, like he's with the cult, and he knows how you say he knows how to talk to people and influence them, because shit,
manipulate. There's a lot of manipulation going on, I believe.
Yeah, because he's got some followers. I mean, he got followers.
He damn sure does. But I feel it's like a lot of manipulation. Because if you're making females fight other females.
Well, it reminds me of what's that dude? What's that white man from
which one?
He was in Utah, I believe, and he had a cult as well.
The one that's in jail?
Yes. Yes. But see, that's different. That's different. That, to me, that's not a poly life. That's a cult.
Well, I feel like Nature Boy is trying to be a cult. You got women and men in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Women and men bowing down to you, calling you fucking God. And you're telling them exactly who to fuck and who not to fuck. So what's in the flying fuck? Come on now. What the hell? Hey, Dorinda.
And
we see you. Thank you for tuning in.
What's his name? Peace.
I just want to know, like, okay, what I really feel is like we need more opinions on these females that are actually willing to live that lifestyle. They're okay with being in a poly cult relationship.
I don't know. Dorinda's watching. Hey, Dorinda. Can we get your insight on that?
I mean, you know, it's just.
Well,
I feel like it's something that everybody's interested in. But if the confusion is there, then what the hell do you? Come on now. There's has to be some kind of understanding. Some kind of understanding.
Course, there's got to be understanding, a mutual understanding among them all, whoever's all involved. You know, there's got to be a mutual understanding. Not only that, what I keep saying, for it to be, how you say, maybe a successful relationship, there's got to be communications. Human being. She's a hot mess. But there's got to be communication, and there's got to be trust at the end of the day, you know, and you got to have an open mind. So if you don't have an open mind, you're not gonna be ready for what's about to go down.
I mean, we spoke about it before. When we're watching all the different clips and stuff of the big old drama going on with Nature Boy and shit, a lot of it stems from a lot of jealousy. Where somebody feels like he's spending too much time with somebody else.
It happens. You're not gonna. I mean, no relationship is perfect. First of all, no relationship is perfect. You know, but to have jealousy and issues in your own household because of somebody else that's living in your household, you know, then obviously, you know, I don't know. I'm not in that. I'm not for it. So I don't know. I don't know. The thing is how, you know, somebody's going to get jealous because somebody's spending too much time with this one, or why I can't go with you when you taking her, you know, but then you, like I said, then you have some good ones that shit, everything's fine and dandy with them. Right, exactly. I feel you. To each his own, Dorinda. If it works for them, it works for them. More power to them.
I mean, okay, if y'all want to like really give us your opinion, then go ahead and do that. Like, listen, we're putting the link out there all night long during the show. We're gonna put that link out there for y'all. If y'all want to tap in and give us y'all opinions on it, like on live, go ahead and do that. because everybody has their own different views of how they feel this shit can go. What one person can take, the other person can't. But do you have somebody that's strong enough to deal with it? And people say it's brainwashing. It's some kind of what you call that, Stockholm syndrome, all kinds of shit they talking about. So, come on now. It's how do y'all feel about it? Like, really and truly. The link is up there. If y'all want to go ahead and tap in and let us know how y'all feel about it and talk to us live with everybody else, go ahead and do that.
And
it's right there. The link is right there, y'all.
They happy and living a life. And some people are just miserable living in something that they hate that they got themselves into.
But I feel it's human nature, though. It's human nature to have some form of selfishness and some form of jealousy.
Oh, well, yeah.
Where you don't want to share everything. Like I said that, I think in the first week, I think I said it, that you don't really want to hear somebody else making them sounds to what you made them sounds to.
What sounds?
Girl, that ums and the uhs and the You don't want all that shit. You know how that person made you feel. Do you want somebody else making you feel that way too? That's the thing. That's the question at hand. Can you deal with hearing somebody else moaning and groaning to the same thing that you love?
No.
See, the thing is, right? The thing is that there's so much more to a relationship. Yes, there's so much to a relationship.
Every aspect of your life can be shared except your relationship. Why is that every aspect of your life can be shared except your relationship? Meaning?
Huh? Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Can you elaborate on that? Because I don't really know what you're saying. Can you elaborate on that? Of every aspect, because I'm not understanding that. So we'll get back to that one, but I feel like we're not robots. Once again, we're human. And it's only natural for about 2% that's okay with it, but the rest of us are like, wait, what the fuck?
What did I hear?
Bitch. Like we said before in the first week, like if I'm in the kitchen cooking, we're in the fucking living room over there, bitch, you better get your ass in the fucking kitchen with me. No.
So again, there's different rules for different people. Some may say fuck it shit and want to cook, be like fuck it, I'm gonna go cook, y'all go ahead, and then some will be like you, nah bitch, you coming with me.
You gonna do something. You gonna fucking do something besides sitting in that damn living room. And I think that's the reason why he's sitting up in jail right now, because you have one person not doing damn near fucking nothing. If you had treated that person the way that she was supposed to be treated, she probably would have been fucking putting charges on you and you wouldn't be sitting up in jail right now.
Okay, now I'm still trying to figure that out. Because, so she's saying that it wasn't consensual?
Right.
That's hard to believe.
It really is.
I'm just saying.
It really is, but all it takes is one time for a female to say no. And she can put you up on charges. And especially because they're trying to label him as a cult, right? So she can always go with the whole Stockholm fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
And, I was brainwashed. I was this and this and that. I didn't really want to, but I felt like once I got there, I had no choice but to, whatever the case may be. So there's different aspects of it. There really is. There's a whole bunch of different aspects of the whole situation.
What's his name? Your car, clothes, money, personal space, etc.
Okay. And what? Car, clothes, and
what is he saying? Is he saying that? What is he saying? That I mean, I don't know. Like, is it that
I'm not sharing shit. You're not wearing my clothes, bitch. You're not driving my car, bitch, unless I'm drunk. We're not doing none of that shit. Because what are you doing? I, as the wife, already have all this shit. What are you bringing to the fucking table as an extra coming in? As an extra coming into a relationship, what are you bringing in? If you don't have a fucking paycheck, what the fuck are you doing that I can't already do? Why? You're a little bit of strange? Is that it? Oh, you bring a little bit of strange, a little bit of something different? And then after the next couple of months, you're pussy regular too. Then you'll get some more strange. So now we live in a house of 20 different strangers. So what the fuck?
Again, that's a cult.
Basically, it's a fucking cult.
You got him a whole team over there. You got him a whole team, a whole nature boy team.
That's why Nature Boy sent his ass in jail right the fuck now.
What's his name? What? Khalid, or what I said his name was?
Someone to K. One of his ex-members, Carbonation cult members.
There you go. Yeah, left. Supposedly left. And supposedly is in New York or somewhere. They don't know exactly where he's at. But he had went live.
Exposing some shit.
Yes. And
talking about his life at Carbonation and how the fuck that went for him.
What up, Ricky? And what was it? Velvet.
His baby mama, which was the I forget, they used to have a different name before he called himself God. There was like Baba G and Baba somebody and Baba somebody, sound like a whole bunch of flicking people from Babar, the cartoon. Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, anyway, so he was going live and he was talking about it, and he said he's still gonna be a 3 God or whatever. And somebody asked him, because I guess Velvet was trying to chime in, and he was like, oh, I'm not letting her in. I might go ahead and block her. So this it's the same thing that we were speaking about the past 2 weeks, and you were on the first show, Ricky. But anyway, yeah, so what's up with that? So him and Velvet are not speaking now?
Listen, they haven't been together for the longest time. She's been left Carbonation. She's left a couple of times, came back. But this time, I guess it's her final time. She took their daughter and was like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm gone. I don't want no parts of this shit. I'm tired of fighting other bitches. I'm tired of your fucking attitude. I'm out.
So why is she trying to get in contact with him?
I don't know about that or how long ago, because for the last thing that I've seen,
that was just recently. That was just I believe it was April 22nd. Look, date time.
I seen that the news went out and reached out to her, like, hey, your baby daddy is in jail for raping this girl, like allegedly raping this girl. How do you feel about that? And she was like, and she made her opinion about how she felt, why she left, why she's no longer a part of it. Mm-hmm. Why now the second one behind her trying to take her spot, Malia, is now the wife, main one now.
So she's the one. So why? So she's the one. I can't even talk. So she's the one running it right now while he's in jail. Yeah. She's the one, right?
Malia's running it now. Her best wish came true, girl. Oh my God.
I was gonna say, so So is she recruiting people now too as well, or she's not allowed to, or what's going on?
No, from what I've seen on one of their posts from before, she can't do that. The only person that's allowed to do that is God, which is Nature Boy, which is
Right.
God. God is the only one that's allowed to let other people in. God. God. And until God gets out of jail, they will not be accepting any new members until God gets out of jail.
So they just taking care of the home front.
Yes, they're taking care of home until God gets out of jail. They better be careful now. Motherfuckers get crucified and shit, so I don't know if God will get out of jail. God might be doing a little bit of time.
I think so. I think he will.
I mean, you have to understand, you cannot live that, in my opinion, personally, you cannot live that kind of lifestyle and be in the spotlight at the same time. You can't want to have fame and live a lifestyle that the government does not feel that is acceptable and want to be all over YouTube and social media and invite people in. They don't find that acceptable. It is not freaking acceptable. So why would you want, I get it because you're getting donations. You got people on YouTube giving you fucking donations and all this other kind of stuff for the things that you're doing, right? So you want that money. Because it takes some money to have a home with a bunch of people in it.
Oh, well, definitely.
And if you don't have a 9 to 5, your hustle is YouTube. But you can't go against everything and say, you can't go against everything and say, I'm living a lifestyle the government told me that is illegal. But I'm coming to you on social media saying, donate, Cash App, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. They're going to eventually find you and shut you the fuck down. They've done it a few times. This might be your final time that you're in jail.
I'll say, yeah, because he's been going to jail. They've been letting him out and stuff. But now, I don't think he's going to get out. I don't think so.
Because now it's a rape charge involved.
Yeah. Again, I'm still confused about that. But yeah, it's a rape.
Right, because this is somebody that went back and forth, and it's kind of like, okay, scenario. You're married. You at home sleep. Your husband come home. You sleep. He drunk. He jump in the bed. He tried to look scooch, sneak up in there. He's sneaking up in the kitchen while you sleep and try to get a little meal. Are we charging him for rape? Or does he have the right to do that? Because that's your husband. He can do that. Y'all sleep together every night. Can he get a little something? Or are you going to turn around when you wake up and say, yeah, I scooched my shit backwards to get some, but it was a no for me.
Right, it was a no for me. I was itching it back, but no.
So, I mean, come on now. Like, what do we do? Like, so I think they already have a hard on for him because of all the other shit that has happened during carbonation. You know what I mean?
What they was doing, they was just building up a case. That's all they was doing, just building up a case so they have them enough evidence, to go ahead and charge him with.
Because they already don't like him. They already don't like him.
Right.
Because they already feel like he's a cult leader. So they already don't like him.
Yeah, so what's her name? I was going to call her Melina. I tell you, I've been messing everybody's name up. What's her name?
Malia. Malia's now the number one wife now.
Right, but now the thing is, now they're gonna when he gets sentenced, or before he gets sentenced, they're probably gonna go ahead and the police will probably show up at the property, wouldn't they?
I mean, the thing is because he's not. It wasn't his wife, no, sir. It wasn't his wife. It's one of the women that he's with, because this man. Nature Boy has been married, but no longer with his wife. He left his wife to start carbonation with other people. And his other baby mother that he was with was there, who left and is no longer with them. And the one that's there right now is not his baby mother, but she's ranked up to the top hoe.
Right.
Oh, sorry, the bottom bitch. If you really want to go there, she's the bottom bitch right now. So now that he's in jail, she's, you know, holding it down for him while he in jail and shit.
She over there walking with her head held up high,
being charged for something that we don't know if it's true or not, because he allegedly already had consensual sex with this woman. But now she's claiming that it wasn't always consensual.
Right.
Now, how do you, as somebody that's a district attorney, prosecutor, or whatever, sit there and decipher what was consensual and what was not?
What wasn't?
Like I said, it's a whole wife-husband thing, girl. And we know as women, we have sometimes said, no, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. And we're still like, So which time do you take it serious and say, oh, she really don't want it?
But again,
at what point in time do you do that?
Again, I don't know. To me, that's kind of iffy. I'm sorry. But again, everybody has their own opinion. And my opinion is that's iffy. I don't care. It's iffy. It is what it is.
But he's sitting in jail right now.
Well, yeah. And he probably going to get charged with that and everything else that he's doing, you know. Now, my thing is, okay, did they take her in? Did they do all the exams? They did, I mean, all that.
What exam is there to do when you're coming back months later?
Wait a minute, hold up. So they try, and wait a minute, and he got all these people, and they can't afford to afford a lawyer for him, an attorney for him.
No, they're getting donations up, girl. Donate, Cash App, on YouTube, all that stuff. You know, let's get the attorney fees going. I'm not sure if he does have a bill or not. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. There we go.
He's in jail, no fine, because he raggedy.
All right then. So all they have to do right now is get them attorney fees going, because apparently he has no bond.
That's because they want to hold him. So he ain't getting out.
Probably not until, if it goes to trial, then he probably won't get out until he goes to trial and they either find him.
That's gonna be a while, because he just went to jail. So it's gonna be a while.
So now they're sitting in that rental home.
But
I think the rental home is in Atlanta, I think. So they're in that rental home, and I think what it is is nobody has a job in that house.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're all going to be, they're going to take that attorney money that they collecting.
Because they're depending on the donations. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there that believe in the lifestyle that he's living.
Oh yeah, and they're donating, of course.
Yeah, so they're donating money to, like, you know, for whatever his cause is to get him out of jail. Oh, yes, 100% polygamy life. We totally believe in it. Nature Boy is fucking God. Why are they putting him in jail? That bitch is fucking lying. Let's keep on donating money.
So now, if he gets out and is innocent, then wouldn't she go to jail now?
For what?
For lying.
So far, I don't think they've been able to successfully do something like that. I haven't seen a case yet where they've actually taken a female and pressed charges on her and sent her to jail for lying on somebody, for falsely accusing them for rape.
Well, you know what? Me personally, here I go again with my opinion. But I think that if a woman falsely accuses a man of rape, that they should press charges on her and she should go to jail.
Most definitely. And I agree with you.
Yes.
I agree with you. I feel like if you were to go, Because that is a total hit to your character and who you are.
Yeah, because if you're proven innocent, you still have that mark on you for the rest of your life.
And if you're going to drag somebody through something like that, that not just hurts them, but their whole family, they have children, their kids
Domino
too,
effect.
that you need to have some kind of punishment behind the actions that you made towards that person.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be able to just be able to let go. Oh, my bad, I made a mistake. No, no. You need some type of form of punishment for making false accusations against someone.
I know, facts.
Now, I'm not sure about that lady who did this with him, because like we've been saying, I don't fully believe the whole story. I kind of feel like it's an attention type of thing for her. Because, girl, we've seen the shit that you've been doing. But then it's kind of like, is it the case of the boy that cries wolf?
I don't know, but I know when everything starts, it's going to be really, really interesting. Because they're going to call her to the stand.
Do you think it's actually going to go to trial, though?
I don't know. They want him. They really want him. So
they do, from all the stuff that he's done. They really do want him.
It might. But again, you know, it's a money thing first too. You know, all the money that's going to be spent taking it to trial and all that. So, but
and then I had the thought of it that so since he has no bond, and if it actually does go to trial, I'm sure, like the rest of the quote unquote cult leaders, he's looking at doing some serious time, right?
Oh yeah.
Who takes over then? What happens to their little carbonation group? When is what's his name? Ezekiel, whatever his name is?
Yeah, well, obviously he must didn't think this out, because wouldn't you have somebody that's gonna step in your place? God forbid if something happens to you.
No, because he's God and nobody can take his place. True statement. If you're God, who's taking your place when you're God?
Right.
So does the whole carbonation get disbanded? You know what I mean? Oh, wait, hold on. We got somebody coming in. Let me go ahead and unmute them. Oh, okay. So you're gonna have to unmute yourself while you're coming in, sir.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Can you hear him, BK?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay, we can hear you.
Yeah, dude is raggedy. The thing about it is, number one is when you manifest your reality, you can't abuse it. And he's been extremely abusive in his reality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of people aren't keying in on. If someone relinquishes their power to you, that is a number one for that person. That is a power move. And for the person that receives the power, that is also a power move. So you got to keep them in safe hands.
That's the thing. And that's one of the things that we need to get a little bit more into. Like I said, this is going to be our last time talking about it this week for a while. But if someone entrusts in you to lead them and take them somewhere else, and you abuse that power, what the flying fuck? What do you expect to happen? You're abusing that person's trust.
Mm-hmm.
And you're mishandling it. So I believe that everything that's coming to him right now, he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know how to treat people right. Wait, what's this? They are, girl. They are haters, big time. But you have to do this. Like, If you want to have a home with multiple women inside of it, is it fair that you abuse them all because you tell them they're all replaceable? Well, bitch, if you don't know what the fuck I tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and get another one.
That's a part of the part of control.
I don't feel like, come on now. But then you're gonna call yourself God. Is that what God did? God abused his people, misused them, stomped on them, and still said, call me God and bow down to me?
But my
Is
thing
that what
is,
God did?
but man, I don't know.
God lived on this earth. Hold on. God lived on this earth for 30 years. If we follow the Bible, he lived on this earth for 30 years. From the time he was born until he started doing miracles and the rest of that shit. And the entire time, we don't know nothing. So we don't know what he did.
From the way that people are telling us things is that God is somebody to be looked up to. Who you call out that person's name when you need help, when you're in prayer, when you have nobody else to look up to because you are at your lowest. And you, not at just your lowest, you're all supposed to praise God, but at your lowest, most people do. So when you're at your lowest and you reach out to God and he just shits on you, pisses on you, spits on you, and steps on you, is that your God?
And let me correct that. I was talking about Jesus. God is a whole different story, you know what I'm saying? Because God had individuals trying to kill their own children to show their loyalty. God has started wars in his name.
I really feel like I'm in Black Panther. Like when, what's homeboy's name? The brother that he just found out about was like, is this your God? Duh, 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 duh. And then he threw him over the damn waterfalls and shit. Is this your God? That's in jail right now. Is this your God?
Well, what is God? I mean, and literally, I'm asking both ladies, both of you guys on the panel, this question because the answer to the question is going to be the answer to your next question. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna let B answer this because I've been like running my mouth. So BK, go on and take that.
I don't know. First of all, like my thing is, I don't understand. Obviously, I just don't understand the whole thing because the thing is, first of all, we're talking about Nature Boy and all this stuff and how all that and to bring God and Jesus in it, explain to me a little bit, just elaborate.
Because he's calling himself God.
Three
Right,
God.
right.
Three
Okay.
God, which is the Trinity.
Okay.
So he's telling people to bow down to him, kneel down to him, all this shit because he feels that he is that.
Okay, but I mean, first of all, you got to be a weak-minded person for somebody to be able to get in your head and erase everything in your mind and fill everything up with what they want you to believe in and to do and to control. So that he's after weak-minded people. And his words, first of all, he's willing a man. I don't know how he's willing a man, but he's willing a man, So
see, I see. Okay, BK, I see Miss BK how it's possible with the women because us women, a lot of times, out of love, do a lot of shit and believe a lot of shit, and we'll just follow you and just do whatever because we love you.
Right.
And what I don't understand is how he's letting the men do it, though. I don't understand the men that are following him. I understand the woman shit because, hey, I love you. I'm going to follow you. What you say goes. Okay, all right. I'm eventually going to say, all right, you're right. But when it comes to men that are following him in his carbonation, I don't get that.
So men are not supposed to love God and follow God?
Which God are we talking about?
Three God. The God
Nature
within
Boy.
you, the God within both of you, the God within me. We're all gods.
Yeah, I understand.
But until you realize that, you'll be a servant to God.
But how do you look at somebody and say, yeah, that is that person? I don't see
My
how you do that.
my thing is, a person cannot. Okay, everybody is God. Okay, now God, what is God? He's pure, right?
Supposedly,
Says who?
yeah.
No, why would you say that? Did you talk to him? Did he tell you that?
No, but everything else, everything that's been taught to us is supposed to be on the good, right? Or is he bad? Is he bad? Let me know.
Well, there's a lot of things that have been taught to us, and some of them have been dysfunctional.
But I'm saying, okay, so is God good or is God bad?
God is good.
Okay.
All the time.
Okay. Now, this person, to me, is not a person that should be called God.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
No respect. None. I'm sorry. That's just me.
But the problem with that is he's God to those that believe he's God.
Right. And that's because they're weak-minded people. Because there's no way in hell that I'm gonna let somebody else erase everything that I have in my head, and I'm just gonna bow down to a person that's doing all this evil stuff.
Let's not forget that we didn't talk about the fact that God, three God, whatever you want to fucking call him, are taking in these women that are you okay with them leaving their children behind?
Well, shit, obviously they are.
Yeah, but you are God. Why are you okay? Bring your child with you. Like, what the hell?
Right, that part.
And then let's not forget there's been alleged accusations of him doing things
to the
that
children?
are considered child abuse. Sexually in front of children.
But yet he wants to be called God.
That's my thing. That's my thing right there. Come on now. And this goes to that whole poly life. Because there's so many different poly things. Polygamy, polyagamy, what all these different kind of poly, what the frick ever. Y'all bringing all this stuff in there. And I don't think it's okay. Because I don't think it's real.
Again, I still stick to what I believe in, and I say poly is one thing, cult is a whole different thing.
So which is this?
I feel like he joined the both of them together.
So it's a poly
Why
cult?
he's in jail right now.
Oh, it's a cult. It's a cult. The same thing that they done arrested them other guys.
That white man for. What was his name? Jeff. Was it Jeff? What was his name?
I forget.
Jeff Bucket or what's his name? Shit.
It's been a lot of them.
Yeah, it's been quite a few of them. And the one
they're all doing damn near like what? They're doing like what? 30 years to life in jail.
Yeah,
for
had
this
all
shit?
these acres of land and had all these people. They had him a whole little town.
Jeffrey Bucket, I want to say something like that, but whatever. Yes, I mean.
Hold on. Can I say something real quick here? Because I really want to understand where we're going with this. Because the issue here is, if you're talking about cult, is the government and the media that perpetuate what they perpetuate to us, is that not a cult? Is the cult in Chirac and all the individuals that claim to be from Chicago and they about this certain life? Or how about the individuals that wear Dickies all the time or that wear Chucks? They can identify with each other. So what is a cult?
What is a cult? A cult is,
to me, is exactly what this dude is doing and what the white dude that got locked up in Utah is doing. Getting all these people together and doing what he wants them to do. And they're doing this. Even what happened in Texas and he killed all them people. Yeah. That's a cult.
Yeah.
And is that not the same thing that you ask in your relationship?
What?
Do what I want you to do. Be monogamous.
That's not a cult. That's two people.
First of all, in the relationship, when you're with your partner is going to ask you. They're not going to demand you. And again, we're in a relationship, and a cult is a whole different thing. You're trying to bring everything together, and it doesn't work like that. We're talking about two whole different things.
Okay, so do you ask, get the fuck out my house, or do you demand, get the fuck out my house?
I've never done that, so I don't know. You tell me.
You demand it.
Huh?
You demand it. You stand on your square and you demand it.
Okay.
Because there's a level of disrespect that nobody's going to take. Well, they shouldn't take.
Right.
So do you stay there and you accept it, or do you say this is where the line is and you can get the fuck out? But we're not going to sit there and abuse me and do things, because I feel like some of these people that we're talking about and invite other people in, and that other person has no say in it. It's not a mutual understanding. You just invite other people into your house, or you cheat.
No, I get it. And for the situation we're talking about, the individual was her name was Janae. I think it was Nafari or something like that. That is Vince Staples, the rapper. That's
Was it
his little
Nafari
cousin.
Nefertiti? Some shit like that?
Yeah, that's his cousin.
Oh. Are you talking about the person that went and did a whole what was it, BK? You said he said he left?
Oh yeah. What was his name? Caleb, something like that. He said, yeah, he left. He's on live, and I think it was in April that he went live talking about that he had left, and they didn't know if he was in New York or where he was at. And Velvet was trying to get on the line, and he was like he wasn't going to get her on the line, that he might even just block her or something like that.
Yeah, because he left Carbonation and was giving out all the secrets about Nature Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it was like as soon as Nature Boy went to jail, he left Carbonation, I guess, somewhere around that timeline, and started talking about all the shit that was going on behind closed doors, I guess. Hey, what's up, Gerald? Happy you tuning in. I know you're late, but thank you for coming in. Yes. Catch up.
Yeah, I was trying to find it. But basically that's what it was. He said he had left and he was somewhere. And
so BK, was he telling what was going on behind closed doors on Carbonation with Nature Boy? Or was he just saying, hey, I'm gone, I'm out here, I'm no
basically he's still saying that he's still with them. He's still with them. You know, he's still down for that and all that, but he's not there physically. You know what I'm saying? He left. Now I don't know if he left good and he's coming back or what, because I didn't get to finish listening to it.
So it's probably because Nature Boy's locked up and he's trying to wait to see what's happening before he comes back.
That or he trying to spread the word.
Pardon?
He's trying to spread the word.
Oh, he's trying to spread the word.
And his name was Caliber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do my research on that, but I'm not sure which one of the guys that is.
They said he leaves the group home and headed to New York, but still pushing threes.
3 God.
Mm-hmm. So he's still pushing it. Yeah.
Okay.
And this was 5 hours ago, so he just recently left.
So what's the real issue here with Carbonation?
So it's 2 different things. The one has been the whole poly life. We've had some in the last 3 weeks. We've had some people say different things. As of poly life, where everybody's together, just loving each other, and we're trying to make it work. You have a job. Let's put all the money together and make it happen. Then we have the other situation where not everybody works, and the man takes care of everybody, and the bitch just take care of the home and him. Then we have the other one where it's like everybody's not together because not all women like other women. So he's with every woman individually.
Right.
So it's like, we're just like, wait, what the fuck? It's a lot. It's a lot of different kind of poly lifestyles people are talking about. Which one are you with, Disavelli?
It sounds like
Clear your throat.
This is a two-part answer. I'm going to give you what I see right quick, and then I'm going to give you my understanding. But what it sounds like is this particular individual, there's multiple things in there. One is a control freak.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, he has manifested his reality. So he's the star. Everyone else is a co-star, and he's made a brand out of that. Whether that plays a factor in anything, I don't know. Number two is he's a narcissist,
For sure.
and the individuals that are around him, for whatever reason, truly believe that his downloads are of divine origin. Now, here's the twist on that, because for the women, his downloads come in the form of sexual acts, but he has men there too. So, how do they get the downloads? That's one question. The next question is on the poly. Poly in itself is an expression of love, unconditional agape love. Meaning, if this individual, let's say you two sitting in the screen right now, you two love each other unconditionally. Can you live under the same roof?
If you love somebody unconditionally, you're supposed to be able to work out anything and be able to live with that other person and work through whatever you have, whatever issues you have going on. If
Even poly?
well, shit, if y'all all love each other unconditionally, it's just extra people.
Exactly. So we know that it takes a community or a village to raise a child, right?
Ain't no damn children around here.
Well, maybe not, but in other households, maybe there is. And we have to understand that there is 4 women to every man, for every
Right.
man.
Mm-hmm.
So, in essence, if you get one that is strictly with you and monogamous, 100%, then you have just did a disservice to your sisterhood. If you ask me which one that I'm with BU.
You're with what?
BU unapologetically.
Elaborate, please.
You know who you are, right?
I know who the fuck I am. I'm asking who the fuck you are. Like, what are you with?
I'm me unapologetically.
You're what?
Me unapologetically.
Unapologetically what?
Me.
OMG. What are you with? What side do you go along with?
The side that suits me.
Which is what?
Whichever side I decide.
Okay, so you're just gonna beat around the bush. So what we want is clear answers, not no puzzle shit. We're not trying to figure shit out. We want people to actually like tell us like the truth. Like if you can't do that, then that's cool. So he couldn't tell us that, so he's gone. We want the truth.
Big shout outs to our listeners that are tuned in. You're on Soundbox 360 on our show Out of Line with Miss BK and Mrs360. And we talking about the poly every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Tune in. We talking about different subjects. And this is the last night that we're talking about this poly life.
Right. So we're going to put the link out there again for you guys. For anybody that wants to go ahead and join into our discussion, go ahead and click on that link. Come on in and talk to us. We want to know where you stand on it and what you're doing. How do you feel about it? We know how we feel. How do you feel? And these Cheetos are good. Oh my God.
Oh,
These Cheetos are so good. Oh my God. Yes.
oh man.
So we're going to leave that link up there for a little while. But while we go ahead, we spoke about a lot of shit about, Nature Boy, his whole carbonation, his crew, and all that crap right there. How people feel about different poly relationships. And if y'all feel like y'all want to tell us about your poly relationship or poly experience, or how you feel about any of that kind of stuff, tap on that link, come on in and talk to us and let us know. We're open for discussions. Who knows? Maybe you'll change one of our minds. I doubt it, but you never know. We're open for it, though. I mean, they've had that rumor going on for the longest time about it's not so much poly. It's them saying about Will and Jada having that open relationship.
I mean, like I said, is nothing to me. Is nothing wrong with it. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody that can go ahead and live that lifestyle. If it works for you, it works for you. Shit, more power to you. But there's a lot of people that are against it, and there's people that there's people that even shun their eyes to it. Gerald, no.
Well, I always say never, but as for right now, no, sir. But I say never.
Nah, we just don't knock it. To each his own.
That part. But I like the way he always flicking us like sneak up in here and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And don't ever fucking want to actually come on out and say what he's supposed to say. Why don't you ever actually come on out with us? Right. Tap on in. Why are you always talking mad shit but never coming on here and talking with us? He got him on nerves. Okay.
I don't know, but shit. You see, if these adults agree, then there is no issue. They should know what they signed up for. Real talk. That's real. I mean, yeah, of course.
You? Who? You? We talking about you. About who? You. We were talking about you, sir.
Yeah,
we were talking about you, sir.
First of all, everybody is gonna know what they're there for. You know, and you're gonna talk about it. You're gonna see what works for you and what don't, and this and that. So some it'll work for and some it don't.
Okay, I'm putting it right out there for you. There you go. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? I just put it out there again.
Hey, but the people that are in it, I'm pretty sure they happy as hell because they ain't got to pay all the bills by themselves. Gerald, the link is there. Click on it.
She asked for it. You know, we put it out there. Girl, I'm just saying, these Cheetos, girl, they good. They're so crunchy and cheesy. Oh my God.
You're a hot mess. No, I'm good. I just
She's gonna have to send me some free shit because damn.
You over there advertising for them, giving them free advertisement.
Free advertising. I'm trying to get a hookup. Oh my God.
You bit your tongue, huh? What? That's what your ass get. What you do? Bite your lip? Your cheek?
I bit my lip, girl. Bit my lip. I'm crunching down. I'm chewing. Bit my lip. Bit my lip.
Oh man.
All right, so the link is right there. We're waiting to see if he tops in with us or not. So we get a little bit more down into this shit, to the nitty gritty. Wait, something happening. Oh shoot, what's happening, girl? What's happening?
What happened? What happened?
Hello?
Hello?
What up?
Oh.
What's going on?
So much. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Good.
Doing.
And I ain't ducking no smoke. No, but
All right.
what you want to ask me?
Shit. Okay. So what are your views on it?
My views on poly. I mean.
Oh, wait, hold on. Look at this comment real quick.
The fact y'all keep going to finances screams immaturity. It's the love and understanding that's most important. Well, of course, that's why I keep saying communication and trust.
But the finances is a part of it too. I mean,
right. It comes along with it.
Right.
But that's not
where that bullshit. Oh shit! Hold on. Here we go. Somebody else coming in. Here we go. All right, then. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Everybody in?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready for
you take your mic, unmute your mic.
I will when I'm ready to talk.
Okay, all right. So as we were saying before, as you were saying, sir, you were talking.
Oh, you talking about me? Okay.
Yes, yes, King. Do that.
Okay. It's a lot going on. Now, look, on a poly situation, like me personally, I don't see any issues with it because it's like, as long as all parties got to understand what's going on from the beginning and everybody's on the same accord, it's no problem because it's like, there's a lot of people out here that date multiple people anyway, but they just don't put a title or anything to it. So it's like, to me, that's more of a disservice than, somebody having a poly relationship that have multiple women or multiple men that they, are in a committed companionship with. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. Me personally, I don't know if I can handle that many women like that. I told y'all that before, like,
right.
You know,
at least you're being honest. What is it that you can't handle? Is it the emotions?
Well, it's just I know that women are real competitive, and it's like when, okay, say you got two women that's into you, and you put more time into this person, or you put more anything into the other person, then the other person's gonna be like, dang, you treating her more special than me,
right?
Like, and then that's gonna cause conflict. It's either gonna cause conflict with the woman that has an issue with it. She's gonna have conflict with you, or she's gonna have conflict with the other lady, or both parties all together. So it's like, from what I've seen, and with some people that have poly relationships that work, both women, they have an understanding that we have certain roles that we're going to play in this relationship, I'm not going to overstep these boundaries. You know, it's just not just about sex, but sex is a part of it. We know that. But it's just all about, it's supposed to be about union, and it's supposed to be like strength in numbers. But you know, a lot of people that's been involved in poly relationships, they've given it a black eye, because it's like the way it's being put out there and being promoted. It's just like it makes it seem like it's a game. Like it's just like some Flavor Flav shit. Like,
can I ask the brother a question?
A house full of women, you know, fighting for his love. You know, it's and then with the Nature Boy stuff, where you got some people in this camp that got ill feelings towards him now because of whatever happened, you know, behind the scenes. You know, they're coming out. At first they were all like kumbaya, because I mean, I watched them a lot, like in the past, and I'm like, they were making it look all good. Even on this app that they're on called Bigo, they're making everything look good. They're all in unison, and I'm like, wow, that guy really, you know, he really tapped in. He got these women, you know, really feeling them, and they all connecting, and they all in harmony. I don't see them really getting into it much, but that's not always the case.
Because you always don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Right. But me personally too, it's like they're all adults. So if they have an issue with it, they got a right to just leave. And if they can't just leave, they can't leave on their own.
We call them all adults, but we have to understand they're all young-minded.
I can't finish though. If they're young-minded, even little kids know how to call 911 when they're in trouble, when they're a certain age. You know what I'm saying? This dude got to sleep sometime throughout the day.
Real talk.
And then it's more, he's outnumbered. So if these people could have really grouped together, whoever was against him, they could have grouped together and really got him up out of there. If it was really that serious, they really would have grouped up and got him up out of there. But everybody's about clout, publicity. So you never know, you know, like you really gotta, like, why did they stay that long? Why did more people come? You know, after the fact they heard a lady say that something went sour. You know, why this guy haven't been locked up for a long time for the stuff that they said allegedly be going on. Like,
and why do they come back? Why do they leave and come back? You know, keep coming back.
Like the velvet chick.
Before we get there to that question, why do they go?
Yeah, why do they go? Yeah.
For knowledge and understanding of self.
Yeah. And this guy, I've seen him preach a lot of stuff, like hours on top of hours. So I'm like, if he's really doing all of this bad, harmful stuff, when does he have? I mean, I've been watching him for like hours sometimes when I'm bored and smoking and stuff like that. He's got good content. So it's like all this time when he's been focusing on speaking what he has to speak on social media, y'all got a chance to run. Y'all got a chance to put him on blast. Y'all got a chance to, like, his mind is not.
I gotta put this out there, okay? I gotta do this because I've heard that same statement being said quite a few times, and I'm gonna answer the question for y'all. I'm gonna answer the question. As somebody who has been through some shit, I'm gonna answer the fucking question for you. One of the reasons why females choose to go back is because no matter what kind of bad shit you've been through with that person, it's still a security and comfort fucking zone. Because I know what I'm dealing with you. Before I go out there and find something different that I don't freaking know, I know what I have to deal with you. So yes, I've been through some things and been through whatever the case may be, but it's still a comfort zone for me. So I ran away, I went somewhere, but with you, I know what I'm getting, so I'm coming back. I know that no matter what we went through, you're still gonna take care of me. You're still gonna do whatever the case may be. It is a psychological problem with a lot of females. That if you've never been there, you will never understand it. You have to actually have been in that predicament, in that position to understand it.
But I mean, I've been in a situation like that.
You time and time again.
I mean, as a man, though, I can admit I've been in a situation like that before, to where I wanted, you know what I'm saying? I was with a female for a long time, and she broke it off with me, and I was like, I was fucked up in the head, and I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I tried to do everything I can. I took care of you and all of that, and you still wasn't really satisfied with a lot of shit. So, you know, we broke it off. We broke it off for a minute, but then we got back together. Like, exactly. We're not together now, but we is going back and forth. But it's like, I mean, when you invest time, energy in somebody, shoot, I mean, it ain't always easy to just give up on it like that.
Because you know that person, you kind of know the person, so it's kind of your security blanket. You know that person, so you're gonna go back to home where you're comfortable. You know, you're gonna go back there.
Yeah.
Invest in stocks.
You have to have a lot of strength mentally to say enough is enough. I realize this is toxic. I'm not going back.
Yeah, you definitely got to have mental strength to do that.
But a lot of people don't do that, and I don't want to say that because I feel like I'm stereotyping my people. I don't want to say that, but I'm going to just say it. A lot of females, it's true, their heart is in their vagina. It really the fuck is. When a lot of females are with someone and that thing is good, what a case may be, it goes straight the fuck there, and that's all the fuck they think about. That's all they care about.
Whoops.
Our brains, a lot of females' brains are in the fucking vagina. It's our heart, our brains, and everything are down there. They love that man regardless to fucking what. They will go through everything from hell to earth to heavens and back with that fucking one man. Because once you have sex with that man and they make you say, oh my God, whatever, you are with that man for how many fucking years, and you're never, ever giving up on that man, ever. Ever. It is a hell of a lot for you to leave a man.
See, I don't think it's a gender thing. I think it's an individual thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to stuff like that.
Listen, y'all harder than y'all dicks, just your brains. But our heart is on our vaginas.
Well, that's some women, not all. Some women, not all. There's some women that give you hell, like, nigga, you even got a heart. But it's a lot of men like that too, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's more of an individual thing than a gender thing, and that's where we get it mixed up at, and that's what we got to stop. We got to stop at it right there, like putting it on gender, and I mean, if we're gonna get ahead in life and we gonna work as human beings, work as adults, we can't just always say, oh, women go through more of this than that, or men go through more of this than that. Like, no, it's an individual thing.
Okay, so let me put this out there. I know this is a little bit off topic, right? But I feel like most females, when they break their virginities, that mental is what holds on to that strength with that other person. I do not feel as the same when it comes to a man. I feel like a man can stick and go, but a woman will take that and take that for the rest of their lives.
I think it's who raised them and who influenced them that makes them think the way they do, like what they've been around. Like, because if a woman around a cold ass, they daddy a cold ass Mac, a pimp or whatever, and she's seeing what he doing and he teaching her the ropes, like, oh no, you don't want to be like her. You know, you see I'm doing this and doing that, or she just seeing from afar. She gonna want to be more like her daddy. She gonna be like, no, I'm gonna be like that on these niggas. Like, I ain't gonna be no fool like this girl right here.
Right.
Because a lot of my sisters don't fall into the trap like that. Like, I got 3 sisters and they all got game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they playing games, but they know the game. So they know how to pick a man. They know how to pick the right man for their situation, or they know how to leave them alone instead of just being attached to them, just, you know, emotionally, you know, through being physical. Like, they know how to get gone. Some women don't. But I ain't gonna say all women, because that's like making it seem like all women is like easy to be victims, and they not, because it's a lot of women that's some boss ass women that you can't run shit past. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll make a man like shut down real quick, like a man to know, like, oh, I can't fuck with her like that. Let me go on over here and try somebody else. Like women are more powerful than what we put out there at times.
Right about that.
I feel like it depends on what stage in life you get when you meet a female, how you get them, whether you can like actually brainwash them and get them to believe that stuff. Like as we see with Nature Boy, he grabs a lot of young girls. And I feel like sometimes at a certain age, you're more easily influenced.
I still can't agree with that because there's a lot of young girls out here running game on niggas, running circles around niggas, whether it's older or younger.
And just to expand on what he's saying right there, grandparents, great grandparents, they were married when they were 14. So what are you really saying?
But these girls aren't married at 14. They're hopping from flicking mattress to mattress.
That's because there's one issue here. We have, as adults or as individuals, we have options.
Right.
That changes the whole dynamic of everything because you have an option. You have an option if you want to wear this dress or that dress. If you want to be in this relationship or that relationship, you have options.
Yep.
So why can't he have options in the relationship? Because half the time, the love is abundant. The understanding is abundant. The financials are abundant. So you have a woman that you've been with, and you two are interviewing someone else to come into your poly relationship, and you're talking about spirituality, you're talking about understanding, you're talking about mental health, and the woman is sitting there talking about finances only. Big disconnect.
I feel like finance is the part of it. Because if you're trying to like convince your significant other of why this relationship should be and should happen, and you're looking at the upside of it, like, listen, we can get more, we can get further ahead, we can do more, we have more than one income, more than two incomes, more than three incomes coming in here, we can do this, do that. So that's what I feel like a lot of people use that as a way to draw people in. Like, understand, we got all these incomes coming to one household. A lot of people use that.
I know you guys said this is the last one for this topic, but I would really like to hear from a woman's perspective that is the...
Mzz Bk, can you take the raps real quick? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Isabel. Can you take the raps real quick?
Yes, gotcha.
Please.
Thank you.
I want to hear from a woman that is the second, wife coming in, and how she feels about being dwindled down or limited to a financial asset, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a finance, she brings in some money, but you can't kiss, you can't be intimate without me. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I mean,
that you know that's not gonna happen.
Well, the point being here is that you are free to be.
Right.
Be. You are free to be. So be free to be whoever the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you are upset today, then maybe he doesn't have time for you for that because he has something else going on, but your sister wife does. Embrace it. Love her like you would love him.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's still love. If you have hot water and cold water, it is still water.
Right.
And the degree of the water depends on the person. I digress. Let me back up. Let me let y'all talk. I really want to hear what Gerald got to say on this shit that I was talking about.
Well, I mean, me personally, just I guess this ain't piggybacking. I just wanted to say, throw this out here. Like, I noticed, for me, I noticed there's a lot of women out here that they're all together. They're all clicked up. They go on the trips and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like some of these females that's close like that, why they don't, what I'm saying, share a man? Why you don't share a man with your best friend that you party with? You sometimes probably play around with at the hotel out of town. Like, why y'all ain't got a man together?
Because
You know
your
what I'm saying?
spouse should be your best man. Your intimate mate should be your best friend.
Right.
Mm.
So if you're a woman that mess with, play around with women from time to time, but you like men more, and y'all like close, you and this woman close, women outnumber men supposedly. Why don't some of these women just get a man that they both like?
Okay.
Because women be on the hunt. Because women be on the hunt like crazy, like a motherfucker.
All right.
So,
okay, we've been talking a lot about the financial and the rest of that stuff, right? But here's another part of it. Children. I'm not trying to raise no more motherfucking kids. I'm not. So it's like when we're going to go sit down there and decide about this whole poly thing, that if we're into that, you know how hard it is to find a female with no goddamn kids?
Not hard.
Bullshit.
Do you like pepperoni or
Unless you're fucking 16.
I have to ask this question. Do you like anchovies on your pizza?
Hell nah.
That's a preference. And what you just described is a preference. You prefer a woman with no children.
I don't want no damn kids in my house.
Okay, understandable. So then you and your mate should be looking for someone that has no children.
right, and that does not want any children too.
Right.
Like, there's women out here that don't want children at all.
Right.
Okay. Week number 1. I don't know if you remember talking about this. You remember we were talking about this week number 1, okay, Jari? Okay, King Jari, you remember talking about this week number 1? We said a lot of bitches is trifling. We have missed too much come in. A lot of bitches is trifling. They will say, no, I'm not about that. But they see your man, want your man, say, no, I'm not about that fucking life. Next thing you know, the bitch knocked up. What the fuck?
It takes two to tango.
Okay, but this bitch said she couldn't have kids, don't want no damn kids. I'm working. What the flying fuck? Because if you're in a poly relationship, first of all, are you fucking them all raw?
Right, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Huh?
Good question.
Are you fucking them all raw? And this bitch that came into your relationship said, I don't want no kids, I don't want blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, she was secretly plotting on taking your fucking man, your husband, and now she knocked up when we said no kids. So now what do you do after that?
I think a man that's in control of the situation, I think he'll probably be more into going raw. I think if the main woman got more control, she ain't gonna want him to go raw. She gonna make sure that they protect it.
Facts.
And now we're talking about a different aspect of this whole dynamic. We're talking about matriarchal and patriarchal societies.
Well, it's not about being in control.
Yeah.
No,
Matriarchal society says you're going to do it this way, and patriarchal says I'm the head of the household, and what I say goes.
No kids means no fucking kids.
Well, in some households, yeah.
I will stomp a bitch out and push her down some damn stairs. No kids means no kids.
But Yolanda, I see what you're saying though. It is some women that'll say, "Nah, I don't want that," but then on the other side, they really do.
No kids. We got kids. No kids. No kids. No kids. Right. No fucking kids. Some bitches will come into a relationship thinking that they can steal yours, be the number one, have the kid and say, "Oh, now he gonna cater to me, and now I'm blah 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 blah."
Yeah, push you
No,
out.
bitch,
In
no.
some cases, yeah. Some cases, yeah.
And that's the bitch to be stomped out.
What is still yours?
Mine is fucking mine. If I am married to that and I bring something else up in my fucking relationship, bitch, no kids. We're not doing that.
You have a
We're here for another
heartbeat,
reason, not to fucking procreate, okay? Not that.
Mrs360. You have a heartbeat, and you
But if
have
you
air
fucking
that
lie,
you
if
breathe.
you lie about some shit and then fucking talking about you getting pregnant later, bitch, I'm stopping you and the baby out. Don't play with me.
Damn.
So you will go to jail.
Yes, but you won't be pregnant though. But you won't be pregnant. But you won't be pregnant.
But she'll be pregnant 3 months from now.
No, she won't
That's
be
like-
pregnant. Because after I'm done with, there's no more kids coming after that. She won't
But
be
then
pregnant.
you ain't gonna be out for a while.
But she won't be pregnant.
Oh hell no!
Don't get me fucked up.
That's
But
why I
then
tapped in.
when you locked up, she can get pregnant again.
No, because I'm gonna stomp her out. I'm stomping on her coochie. She not getting pregnant.
You better pull
That's
that
why I
uterus.
tapped in, because the last two
Pull the
were like
combo.
crazy.
Like I said what I said, and I said what I said, and I meant what I said. We're not playing these games. Bitches have ulterior motives to shit. And
Oh, yeah.
that's my problem.
You would just have to make sure that you know that person really.
But you'll never know that fucking other person because that bitch always got shit shady as fuck.
How
right.
deep is your intellect though? That challenges your intellect though. That challenges how deep your intellect is and how good you is at reading people.
Mhm.
I just know other females and I know how they think.
Because not all females is legit. Not all females is grimy. You know what I'm saying? You got some solid ass females out here that's they gonna stick with the program. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Some
They ain't
females
gonna
enter relationships seeing
Brother Gerald, you
what it's
asking the
like,
wrong
right?
question.
Do you hear me real quick? They will enter
My bad.
relationships seeing what it's like and how it is set up, how the whole thing goes, and say, oh my gosh, okay, this is what I want. I really want this, blah, blah, fucking blah. And why should she be the one to get this? This is what I want. And they will plot on getting that from you. And the only way someone can do this is to get fucking pregnant. Trust me, I watch the ID channel and Snapped and Oxygen all the time. Okay.
One second
They
here.
will plot on you to get what is yours. And the only way you can do that sometimes is to have a kid.
Okay, so couple things on that. Number one is that is 100% a selfish comment that you made
About
you know, the women, how you feel, and you ain't finna let them do this, and how you finna be violent and the rest of that shit. And see,
a lot of men not having a fucking kid, whatever.
A lot of men are trying to get away from that violence.
I didn't say I was gonna kill him. I said I was gonna stop her out.
Number two is this. When making plans in life happens.
Bullshit.
Well, we try to prevent it.
Bullshit.
But things happen.
Bullshit.
Okay. So
find a sterile bitch or a bitch that got her tubes tied. Because that is some bullshit. If you have a main woman, a wife, and you bring another woman into your poly relationship, whatever the case may be, and her whole plan is to get pregnant, to get all the attention and become number one, that is a fucking problem.
But
that's a problem.
Half of that you contradicted yourself because you said find a sterile bitch.
Pardon?
Okay, I get that. But when you said find a bitch with her tubes tied, the only way to get her tubes tied,
bitch can have kids.
Hold on. The only way to get her tubes tied is if she's already had kids.
Okay, and then most of these bitches get their kids to their fucking mama anyway, so whatever.
So in essence, you're still a step mom.
Hell fucking no. She don't know her kids. How the fuck am I supposed to know them?
Well, that is still selfish. And here's the thing, BK. I want you to understand when you're talking about cultism and when you're talking about someone that wants it their way, their preference, she just gave her preference. That is cultism.
Right.
In your definition.
Malia doesn't have her kids. Malia
Made the choice not to have her kids.
Facts.
No,
Facts.
not to have her. Okay.
My mother never did that.
Come on.
My mother never had no men running in and out the crib. She told me, hey, you the king of the house, me and your daddy ain't together. I don't really like him like that, but you still gotta love your dad. I'm not gonna preach no hate towards your dad. Ain't no men gonna come in and out of here. And throughout that whole time I was with her, wasn't no man coming in and out the crib.
But you know what they say, nature would knock up Malia right now. She wouldn't have a fucking kid. But she gave up the one that she had before him.
Wait a minute, hold on. Growing up, having a young mom, because my mom had me at 18, she showed me that she was a strong enough woman and strong and responsible enough to stick by her word and stick to her guns, what she was saying. And she made sure that our household was tight. So I didn't grow up around women that played the victim role or were victims, or if they happen to seem like to be victims, they end up being the victor because they ain't gonna allow themselves to go out like a victim. They rather have death. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the women I grew up around was a little bit more masculine. They may say masculine per se, but I don't know. It to me, like, you got to own up to your shit as an adult. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's help out there. If you're an adult and you need help and you need to get your mind right, it's people to reach out to. It's people to run to that actually help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are deciding to get themselves in these situations, but they haven't prepared themselves for this situation. So they freak out after a while because it's overwhelming for them.
Mm-hmm, that part.
Choice and options.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Choice and options. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
They choose to be there. And when he say, bitch, get away from me, go back to your mama, call your daddy and have them send you a ticket, and they don't.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that, bitch, you're not coming to my fucking relationship poly-wise with no fucking kids, and you're not damn sure get pregnant by my fucking husband.
And there's a woman somewhere else that says, I want you to have a kid so we can love that child
This
together.
is not Handmaid's Tale. We're not playing Handmaid's Tales on TV. No. What the fuck? Bitch, I'm not gonna sit there and fucking spread your legs and girl, push. No, bitch. No.
Well, shoot, it's some women that's down with that though. That's beautiful. Some women
That's what I'm trying to say.
Take that cult bullshit some fucking elsewhere. My fucking ass, if I was doing poly, would not have no bitch being pregnant by mine.
Well, see, what you're talking about right there is polyandry.
Polyandry?
Whatever you want to call it. You're not being pregnant by mine.
That's not polygamy. That's polyandry. Because
poly relationships is what it says.
You're not gonna be in a poly though, so you already got your mind set, so it ain't even no convincing.
Right.
So it's not for everybody, but it don't shame the people that are about that life. You know what I'm saying? Don't shame, put them down, ridicule them, or nothing like that.
They're not weak.
And that's good.
Yeah, they're not weak.
Now they're the strong-minded ones.
Oh, dang. No, I thought it'd be really weak.
If anything, some of them If anything, some of them lash out and get butthurt because they wasn't able to take control of the camp like they thought they was, or they was gonna get what they thought they was gonna get.
And that's ulterior motive.
That part, like that's the whole fucking Malia and fucking Velvet situation. Bitch, you wait till Velvet fucking tapped out, and then fucking you came in and you tapped out how many times you came back. Now that he's in fucking jail, I am fucking queen. I'm blah blah fucking blah.
Pause.
Get your fucking ass down somewhere.
On that situation right there that you're talking about, because she cannot profess herself queen in a kingdom.
She already did.
But they look like they was going along with it though. The crew.
Well, that's because he put her in position. You cannot profess yourself queen in a kingdom.
She already did.
The king must crown you queen.
He can't do it. He ain't got enough fucking time on his phone in jail.
I don't know. I don't know. Did Queen Elizabeth crowned by a king? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
Her daddy died.
Okay. So her daddy passed it down to her.
Okay, but their king, their 3 god, can't do that shit because nobody put enough money on his books, on his collect calls. He cannot do that. But she is claiming fucking queen to carbonation right the fuck now. She the only one that got the veil on. Everybody's got the fucking shit. She don't want the fucking veil and shit. Get the hell. Man, come on, stop playing.
And
Hey,
watch
she
this.
bossed up. She bossed up, and they allowed her to do it though. You
She
know what I'm
been
saying?
bossed up. They just let her back and she got beat down in the middle of the street in the cul-de-sac.
But Gerald, we talking about
Came
options
back after
and
stepping down.
doing will, right? Watch this. When he,
Mm.
if and when he does get out,
He
if
ain't
and when
getting
he does
out.
get out. Watch this. If and when he does, he can strip that from her immediately and say,
Oh yeah. Oh
I'm
yeah.
the
Yeah,
king and the
definitely.
queen.
Right.
That's his foundation. Yeah, that's his foundation. Yeah.
And she'll fall in line.
Oh yeah.
No, he gonna beat her ass like he did last time for all the bullshit that she did. Because we already watched this shit before, and she did a lot of bullshit she shouldn't have done on fucking live by hanging up on people, cutting people off, cussing out other fucking people, which Nature Boy, because I'm not calling him that other name, would have never ever fucking done. He's gonna fucking whoop her to fuck it up all over that fucking whatever house they're in, from upstairs, downstairs, side to side, the front yard, backyard, basement. Will whoop her ass all over the fucking place for doing the bullshit that she fucking did by fucking his shit up, by hanging up other bitches, being potential other wives coming into the house.
It seemed like she's stupid enough. It seemed like she's stupid enough to It seemed like she's stupid enough to be prepared and be happy to and ready for that.
She'll take the ass whooping and she'll come back.
There's some women out here that love getting ass whooped. They do shit just to get
And
ass
she's one
whooped.
of them.
Get their
I
ass
believe
whooped.
she's one of them.
Come on. I gotta leave y'all, but y'all continue.
All right, but I believe that Malia is one of the people who like to get her ass whooped because she's shown that time and time again that she's got her ass whooped and she's always come back. When Velda whooped her ass, Velda whooped her ass over that fucking sand place. All that shit has happened. Like it's crazy as hell.
After you told me about what happened to her, I was like, yeah.
Stems from an abundance of love, period. People that successfully maintain a relationship filled with company.
A little louder, B.
And go ahead.
No, a little louder, B.
That's Taylor Renee. She's commented that.
Polyamory stems from an abundance of love, period. People that successfully maintain a polyamorous relationship are filled with compassion, transparency, and all want to be together. I keep hearing a little bit of confusion between polyamory and polygamy.
Well, no, polyamory and polygamy, it's only two. It's one is the one with the woman having multiple husbands, and the other poly is the man having multiple wives. You know, and then after that it's just other stuff that's made up after that.
What do you mean? Wait.
Like polyandry is when polyandry and polygamy are two different things. Like polygamy is when a man has multiple wives. Polyandry is when a woman has multiple husbands. But then you know there's other communities out there that do, you know, other different things. So I'm pretty sure they got other names that I probably ain't bring up. But those are the two major ones that were out first.
Okay. I was under the impression that one was if you're all living in the same household, it's the polygamy thing. If you're not living in the same household, then it's the other one.
You don't necessarily have to live in the same household. You're just committed. You guys are all committed. You go
relationship. Polygamy is a man with multiple wives or a woman with multiple husbands. That's what.
Ask what's polyandry then. Tell her to give the definition of polyandry.
Taylor Renee, can you give me the definition of polyandry, please?
Because I believe that is the one that she said was not living all in the same household, but I'm gonna wait for her to respond and let us know.
Polygamy, okay, that's the same.
Okay,
one.
well, yeah. So I'm waiting for her to respond and tell us about that. I think it was not
That's
living
not
in
all the
the
way
same
right.
household, but is having multiple partners? I'm not sure.
I'm sorry.
That's not all the way. Look up in the definition. Look up in the definition of polyandry. You'll see that's one woman with more than one husband.
Oh, wait, hold on here. Here we go.
Polyamory is a series of relationships with people that feel love for each other and want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I didn't say that one. I said
What,
polyandry
are
and
they living in the same
polygamy.
household?
Which one?
In this one, are they living in the same household or not? Or like
Polyandry is in which a woman has more than one husband.
Facts.
oh my gosh, it seems like there's so much complication and so much different ways
Look,
of this
look,
stuff
see,
that
Polyandry is a
look.
form of polygamy in which a woman takes two or more husbands at the same time. Polyandry is contrasted with polygamy, involving one male and.
See, polyamory is when you got multiple people that's bisexual, transsexual, whatever. They can all be in a committed relationship. Like that's like no
well,
matter
they
what
don't
sex.
interact with each other, right?
What you mean they don't interact? They're in a
I mean,
in
like
a
the women don't interact with each other.
in a
Sexually,
polygamy
they don't interact
in
with each other.
in a polygamy they don't.
No, in the polyamory, they don't sexually interact with each other, but they interact with the
But
man, but not with the
no,
women don't
in a
interact with each other.
in a polyamory, that's when the women are like could be bisexual. You know, they or a man could be bisexual and they're in a relationship. That's polyamory. When you could be bisexual, transgender, whatever, mess with somebody that's bisexual, be in a relationship.
Okay, so she says it doesn't require living together.
No, it doesn't.
Polyamory does not require living
None of
together.
them do. It's just everybody has to be on the assignment. Okay.
I feel like you do whatever works for you
Mm-hmm.
because it's nobody's business.
Right. And right.
If it works for you, it works for you. But it seems to be like a really big thing in North America. In the United States, it seems to be a really big thing for people to be talking about who you live with, how you live with them, and what y'all do behind closed doors. Because everybody wants to know what happens behind closed doors.
It's nobody's business what happens behind closed doors, but people.
Hey, they don't want us to have these multiple relationships though, because they don't want us to tap into like being more financially free,
right?
Having
We
more
spoke
knowledge.
about that a couple of days ago, Miss BK.
Hold on, Mama.
We totally spoke about that whole situation about when it comes to the finances.
Right.
Is that they don't want that. They don't want that because if we all decide to be in one household with all of our incomes together,
we're all taking
they
over.
don't want
That's
that.
why you can't get married. That's why you can't get married with multiple people. You can only get married with one person.
Right.
And they barely letting gay people get married. It depends on the state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In some countries, though, the polygamy is legal. They can do that.
But that's more like European thing, isn't? No, not European. There's a lot of places in Africa, and maybe like one or two in the
some
UK
parts of China as well.
Yeah, some parts of the world is outlawed.
Right. Because you'll go to jail for that. You will literally go to jail for it.
But the polygamy thing in multiple cultures out there is it's a norm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it's just not. It's just not a norm. It's not a norm up here because, like I said, it's systematically out here in this nation. It's set up for us to have to struggle and battle and compete instead of come in harmony to build empires and things that. So we got a different. It's not as popular out here.
Whatever works for you. Me personally, I know what I want and what my rules and regulations would be. There are certain things that I would accept and that I wouldn't accept.
And yeah, it's a lot of people that think like you in different countries. Not just here. Not just you thinking like that. It's a lot of people that think like you too as well. That's why it's like more people are pushing towards letting people live as they want to live, as long as they're not trying to cut towards your boundaries, like go over boundaries with you. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to force you into what they about.
And we've said this from the beginning of doing this. From the beginning of this, we said it. Listen, maybe not. Tell us, talk to us. Our minds are open. Talk to us. Like, you never know. You never know. So we've been
I think communication should be open without judgment. I think people should be open-minded as long as you're not attacking the person that you're, speaking with. As long as you're not belittling somebody, I think people should be open to hearing people out. And if the lifestyle's not for you, then just don't support it. Don't promote it. You know what I'm saying? Don't even.
Mzz Bk and I have never ever came out and said, "Oh, fuck that shit." No, we said, talk to us. We have questions. You never know. We might change our minds, but we've always said we're open. Like, tell us some stuff. We've always said that.
But Mz360, now you know that you ain't totally for it though. Like you was definitely frowning upon it though. Not saying, but you was open to the topic. I could give you that. You know what I'm saying? You was open to the topic. And you're learning more about it.
Like you have, with everything in life, there's rules and regulations.
Exactly. You're right.
With everything in life, there's rules and regulations. And I'm saying, yes, my mind is open, but this is what I will not fucking allow. Or I don't want it to be.
And your partner had to be the same way. They had to be just like you. Like, this is what we want.
At the end of the day, though, the thing is because it doesn't always work that way, because sometimes you have to give up certain things because
it gotta work that way with you and your partner. You and your partner gotta be a unit. Y'all gotta be a one. So if y'all bring somebody else in, I'm sorry, Mzz Bk, what'd you say?
No, I'm saying everybody would have to be on the same page in order to get along and have a happy unity.
Right. It has to be a high level of maturity.
Right.
And open-mindedness, and also compromise between amongst the three or the multitude or whatever, in order for things to flow right.
Right.
So, but if somebody's not for it, why force yourself into that type of situation?
They're going to be miserable. They're setting themselves up for failure.
Exactly. It's like you victimizing yourself.
And that's
you're victimizing yourself and trying to rub it off on everybody else, like, because your program is stinking up the whole field.
It's just, we're all individuals. At the end of the day, we're all individuals, and we do what works best for us.
Right. It's a survival mechanism.
And it's up to no one to judge.
Like everybody survived differently because you've been around different influences, different situations and scenarios, different perceptions of things. So
like we can sit there and say, no, oh my God, how many times have you in your life said, I will never, ever, ever, and you did? On different topics, on different subjects. You said, I will never, ever, but you did.
But did.
Oh yeah, I told myself I'd never eat no coochie. Hey. And then after 25, it was a wrap. I'm like, oh shit. But other than that, I don't recall myself saying that often. Like I don't ever say I'll never do this and that, because that is sometimes those words set you up for failure.
That's why they say never say never.
Right. That's what I'm saying. At that time, like at different stages in your life, you sit there and say, I will never ever. And you sit like, oh shit, I was that motherfucker said I would never do this. Look at me. Look at you doing it. You doing it. So that's what I'm saying. Like us talking about this for the last 3 weeks is saying that, hey, we don't know if it's for us. It's, I don't know. We can sit there and say, I will never, ever, ever. But who the hell knows what is in tune for us? Why we're asking the questions? Because we don't know.
Well, I don't really have the questions on it.
Next year and say, hey, bitch, did you say never ever? No, I'm sitting here with fucking 3 sister wives and a whole husband.
Shit, I've entertained it for 10 times.
Oh, damn. Wait, hold on.
Loving this conversation. Circular polyamory is all parties in mutual relationships together. They raise families and operate as a unit. Polygamy is now legal in all 50 states. The V vector polyamory make a V with your two fingers. The center of the V is the one with two partners, and the two partners may not interact, may or may not interact, and they can also have other partners. They do all know about each other though. The L polyamory means there is one person who is polyamorous, but he or she has two partners.
Hold on. Wait,
It's a
what?
lot. It's a lot. One more time, and I'm gonna do it slowly this time.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that.
Because I'm confused. I don't know.
Where did she get that research from? Where did she get that from?
Taylor,
Where'd she get that?
can you let us know where you got your research from, please?
Do you want to say one more time, Ms. BK? Because I'm kind of like,
okay.
Yeah,
Loving this conversation. Circular polyamory is all parties in a mutual relationship together. They raise families and operate as a unit. Polygamy is now legal in all 50 states. The V vector polyamory, make a V with your two fingers. Make a V with your two fingers. The center of the V is the two partners, and the two partners may or may not interact with each other. They can also have other partners. They do all know about each other, though. The L polyamory means there is one person who is polyamorous, but he or she has two partners.
wow.
Now polygamy and polyamory are two different things. I'm gonna just put that out there.
Okay.
And you've seen the definition for yourself that there was two definitions to the other term.
I have been polyamorous for 20 years and have taken many courses on the subject. But yes, you can find it on Google. Thank you so much, Taylor Renee.
Because I'm just like, right now, this whole shit is just
it's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you so much, Taylor Renee, for your input.
But I did see polyamory. I did see that definition. I did see that was correct. I did see that. And it did match up with what she was saying in her comments.
Okay.
There is polymonogamy equals the choice to keep it in the circle. Big Z says there is polymonogamy equals the choice to keep in the circle.
Wow.
This is a lot.
But I think a lot of people get in those relationships without even knowing them.
Right, that part, huh?
There's been a lot of people in relationships without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? And some of them know it.
This is intense. And I'm so happy that you're here talking to us about this, because this shit's intense.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yes, very, very.
I'm so
I like
happy
how it's being broken down too.
to come in with us.
And I like how they are, excuse me, but I like how, there are some people that can go ahead and have that relationship and that unit and come together, as a family, and do what they're supposed to do. Now, that's good, but then
like a village. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the village. You know what I'm saying? You got the right village.
But it's kind of a business, though. It is.
Right.
It is a business, dude. It's a business arrangement. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be some people amongst the group that's doing real estate, things of that sort.
Wow, this was very interesting. Very interesting. Again, we appreciate you, and we love having you. Thank you for tuning in. And King, we appreciate you like always, tuning in, letting us know, giving us a little bit of knowledge of what you know. Taylor Renee, you said a whole mouthful.
Yes.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you said a whole mouthful, and we appreciate you because now it gives us a little bit more of an understanding. And I'm going to do more research on my own, because there's still unanswered questions, you know, so this subject we can go on forever, you know, and we probably still wouldn't get all our answers. So me personally, I'm going to go ahead and do my own research, you know, so we can go on and move on to another subject next week. But again, we appreciate.
Hold on, before you do that though, you gonna only really get your answer by experience, and I put that. I leave that right there.
You know what? You know what? I think he's right about that, because you can read about riding a bike, but you're not going to have the experience of
Right.
riding.
What works for you might not work for me.
Right. That part. That too.
So it's like I said from day one, I'm open to it. I'm trying to learn about it.
Just
There's
don't
some
know.
things I don't want to allow, will not fucking allow. So, I'm not closing my mind off to it. I'm just saying, this is how I feel about certain things. So, take it how you want to take it.
Yep. Thank you for inviting me, y'all ladies. I appreciate y'all.
We will always invite you every time.
Yes, you're always more than welcome to come on Adeline on Soundbox 360 with Mzz Bk.
And then, wait, let me put it out there. All right, so y'all know AZMT anniversary party. Y'all better be there. AZMT anniversary party, okay? May 20th. We're gonna be there because it's the kickoff of the Gemini season at midnight. At midnight is May 21st, and it is officially my birthday.
That's Silverado, right?
And Stick Hides.
Silverado.
Shout out to Stick Hide, the champ.
So we're kicking off officially on the anniversary party of AZMT. We're officially doing that. The next day on a Saturday, May 21st, our official fucking birthday. We will be at Candy's Gentlemen's Club, kicking it off. Y'all meet us there, beat us there. What? I don't give a fuck. Just be there. We doing the damn thing.
Get your cameras out.
Working it down. Working it down.
It's gonna be turned up.
Right? Hello, and I'll be turned up for the whole Gemini season.
And she's gonna want those pictures.
The whole Gemini season, I'm turning up, y'all. And listen, if you're not there, you, especially you.
Oh,
right there. Okay, let me go by his name on the fucking thing. If you, Mr. King Jory, is not there, we're gonna have some issues.
She gonna put you on blast on the show.
I did. I told you to put him on blast.
Hey, Mzz Bk, you see how she do that? I already knew it was coming too. I already knew them Geminis. They quick with it. They swift with it. I already know. I knew she's gonna come from some type of angle. Like
you already know.
Hey, you know I'm popping out. I'm popping out for real. What's that? In a couple weeks? Yeah. I got you.
I'm not playing. If I don't see you at the anniversary party,
where you at?
Or at the strip club, we got some problems.
Okay, I don't want them problems. I'm good on
You don't want no problems. No problems with me. Work it out. Work it out.
We're gonna get it cracking that night. The 21st. Uh-oh.
Are you going to the anniversary party?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going if I don't gotta work. I'm saying.
It is Friday, May 20th, the Black and Gold anniversary party, y'all. So if any of y'all can come through, I believe
on the guest list. All the other ones are men.
So if y'all gonna come through, then y'all please go ahead and come through. May 20th, Club Silverado for the AZMT Black and Gold anniversary party. The next day on Saturday will be at Candy's Gentlemen's Club, May 21st. And turning it the fuck up again. But most definitely shout out AZMT. The next anniversary party, me and Mzz Bk, we're special guests.
Yes.
So y'all get your outfits together and come on out and celebrate with us in the next couple of
Black
weeks.
and gold again. Black and gold. It's the 8th year anniversary.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Everybody else, make sure you
Purchase your tickets.
put that on your calendar. Friday, May 20th, Club Silverado, AZMT 8th year anniversary party. Black and gold, y'all. Black and gold. And like I said, like Miss BK said, we're going to try to put this to an end this week, okay? It's been 3 weeks we've been talking about this whole polygamy thing and all that stuff. We're going to try to get on to some other topics next week, okay? There's so many other things that we can get into. And we want to get into. So we'll just leave it as that. And maybe at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year, we'll talk about it again. Unless he gets out of jail, then we'll talk about it. But if he's still in jail, we're going to move on to the next subject.
Yeah, because like I said, this subject, we can go on forever. And I'm pretty sure, King, you agree with me that we can go on forever.
Oh, yeah.
We could put this thing to bed, man. Put it to rest.
That's what I'm saying, King. We got some of this shit we can talk about. We can be talking about like some twerk videos and some diss tracks and some other shit.
Oh shit, it's a lot going out in these AZ streets. It's a lot going on right now.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's how I feel like we need to move on from this fucking polygamy stuff and get back to what the fuck is happening in these streets.
In these streets. Yep. All right, so we good? Everybody good? Everybody enjoy your night. Thank you for all our listeners. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. You never know what we're talking about on Out of Line, on Soundbox 360, with your girl, Miss BK, Legal Mob Entertainment, and Mrs360. Deuces.
We out of line, y'all.